I wanted to tell a story about these four guys who had a band and do a real genuine rock band kind of a film where it's really authentic, where you feel for each musician. You know, there are some films that are screenplay oriented, as in, you know, the story unfolds and things happen and it leads you further. But this had to be very character oriented, and the four band members had to have their unique personalities.
Clap. Good on you, good. Okay, thank you. Nadi, cease to तुझे लगी
It's fantastic.
They came from different stratas of society. Like when I was in the process of writing the story, I made sure that I wrote the character sketches out. So each one, I knew exactly, they were distinctly different from the other, and their relationship with each other, and how they, like how each of them related to the other members in the band. And that's what the story is more or less about. When I had them all four together, and I kind of, you know, when you finalize your main cast and you look at it, I was very happy. I like the way they all looked together. They were unique. They were all perfect for the part. And on some level, there was no competition between them. So they were all in a space where they were going to complement each other. And the way their personalities are, and the way they were interacting with each other, it looked like a band. I've never been such a big rock fan. Like, I've been aware of rock music and I've enjoyed it. I've never been brought up in a rock atmosphere, but I know what I like. So as a kid, I used to listen to all the bands that everybody else does, but I was not totally into that kind of music.
Pick up into the part.
I chose rock music as a backdrop because it's a good setting. It's a new setting to tell the story in, and we just made sure that the details of the entire filmmaking process were precise. So when we're talking about rock, everything is in its place. Even the music that we created was, you know, if you heard the songs, there is no out of place instruments into the song. We use exactly the same instruments that the band members are playing to make the music. Thought about why not make a film about a band and do a real genuine rock band kind of a film where it's really authentic, where you feel for each musician. This had to be a character-driven film. You know, it had to be about people. It's not a you know, there are some films that are screenplay oriented, as in, you know, the story unfolds and things happen and it leads you further. But this had to be very character oriented, and the four band members had to have their unique personalities. I wanted to tell a story about these four guys who had a band, and the film is it's about these people. It's about human relations. and we had the story pretty much put together. I was very clear that whoever played the lead singer had to sing his own songs. For some reason, Farhan came to my mind. And I've known Farhan for many years. We've been friends, and we've been in touch off and on.
Gattu met me at a nightclub in Bombay, and just very out of the blue, sneaked up behind me and said that there's this script that he's written that's about a band.
The film moved between the present and 10 years ago, and today he's he's an investment banker, and 10 years ago he was the lead singer of a band. And his complete transformation in personality was something that I felt Farhan would carry off really well. So I did approach him with the part, and when he read the script,
There was something very warm in the story. The emotion in the story, the connect emotionally was very, very strong.
you're definitely better. Na? So Aditya says, I'm much better. So you give him a look, and then you don't find you go straight to this. I did not realize that he had actually he was playing the guitar and was singing.
Somehow the residue of the film, as in like the kind of emotional hangover of it was like what I had felt when I wrote Dil Chahta Hai. That was the kind of feeling that I got because the film belonged to that genre in terms of the world, the sensibility of it.
As a casting, he would be perfect for the part, but I didn't know how he would handle the singing part.
He asked me just, do I sing? He said, do you sing? So I said, I think every Indian thinks that he can sing. On some level, we're all great bathroom singers.
So he suggested, like, would you want to go into a studio and try it out because I can sing and I can play the guitar. So I was thinking, mazak kar raha hoga. I mean, thoda bahut karta hoga.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, ready?
When we went into the studio, and I had a list of reference songs for what kind of sounds I wanted for the film. And once we went in one hour, he belted them all out for me.
When the tears come streaming down your face, when you feel so tired that you can't sleep, stuck in reverse.
I was just blown away. I was like, wow. I mean, this is like a stroke of luck that, something's going absolutely bang on correct.
You said one love, one life, one need, and in the night, one love, we get to share it. Leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it.
Singing in a studio, initially was pretty scary. You feel really alone when you're standing there. Everyone is like staring at you through the glass to do this amazing rendition of a song, and you're feeling like a specimen. So it was a bit nerve-wracking at first.
I loved the way he performed it. It was not like I was listening to, and I heard the demo a couple of times. In fact, I started to like his voice more than the original ones. You kind of take an affinity towards it, and he's got great style.
You act like you never had lunch, and you want me to go without. Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light.
साइकिल में हवा नहीं है बस मारो
दिल क्या कहता है मेरा क्या मैं बताऊं तुम ये समझो
First of all, so we angle this way. Okay. And then we'll keep Prachi here and Farhan here.
क्योंकि शायद मैं पागल हूँ
बॉस लाइसेंस है आपके पास? हाँ लाइसेंस है रोड पे शूट करने के लिए परमिशन है हाँ बीएमसी परमिशन लेके आओ डोंट चेंज द सब्जेक्ट
I thought when he was a teenager, I thought that perhaps he'll go for acting and choose acting as his career, because when he was in school, he used to do plays and so on and so forth, and he was interested. One could see that he's interested in acting.
Most people who knew me thought that I would become an actor because of all the acting I used to do just in everyday life.
I've said this before, he's always, I thought, wanted to be from school an actor. So when he told me he's going to direct a film, that's when I was surprised. Coming as an actor, it didn't surprise me that much.
Why I also felt Farhan was perfect for the part is because he has a unique voice, you know. It's not it's not a typical singer's voice. It's got a little grunge factor to it. It's husky, it's grainy, and he has a new age rock musician quality going with it. And I felt that if he could harness that voice and sing, it would be a new take on the music scene in India. You know, I knew people would either reject it initially and they'll have something to say, but they'll not be able to ignore it. And if he did it sincerely and if he did a good job of it, and he could not be denied.
तुमको है मांगती ये जिंदगी
I really did put a lot into it, as much as I physically and mentally could. Trying my best, of course, because see, I haven't really written the lyrics. I mean, although in the film I claim to have, but it's a lie. You know, but so I mean, of course, it's written by my father.
लेकिन मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि उन्होंने मुझसे गाने लिखवाए, इसलिए कि मैं नई तरह के गाने लिख सका.
So to just try my best, you know, to make those lyrics as my own as possible when I'm singing them, you know, so it doesn't feel like just some random words. They feel like they belong to you. You know, so I mean, you do a lot, and I tried my best. I mean, of course, and now the album's out, and you can tell me what you think.
Aditya is the lead singer of the band. मेरी लॉन्ड्री का एक बिल निकाली पर ही नॉवेल.
My first instinct, of course, was maybe I might not be able to sing or act the way he'd like me to. You know, but I still want an association with this project. So I offered to produce it. You know, and then I gave the script to Ritesh to read, and then we took it from there.
So actually, Gattu didn't have anybody else in mind. He came to Farhan to play the part of Aditya. And that's where, obviously, you know, like when Farhan decided to play it, he told him that if I was to play this part, I would like my company to produce it.
दिल क्या कहता है मेरा क्या मैं बताऊं, तुम ये समझोगे शायद मैं पागल हूँ. दिल करता है टीवी टावर पे मैं चढ़ जाऊं, चिल्ला चिल्ला के मैं ये सबसे कह दूं. पापा के तेरे बड़ा प्यार बेटा हमारा क्या करेगा.
Arjun Rampal. You know, initially I was a little skeptical whether Arjun would play that part. So, you know, I never approached him first. I met a few other actors for that part, and they were not in the space to do it. But when I did meet Arjun and he read it, his response to the script and his part was quite overwhelming for me, because I never expected him to go for it.
Gattu came and gave me the script, Abhishek Kapoor, and I loved it. I really thought it was a great film.
Because people, you know, being Farhan's first debut making film, people kind of sense kind of insecurity, you know, that it'll be about Farhan and he's producing it. So people were not getting the drift, and it was quite disappointing. But when he read it, I really admire him for his confidence in himself and reading the part for what it is and realizing that this is a fair part.